Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. I am still at my parents' house. Oh, look at that. And my mom is making me gluten-free waffles. It's like, why do I ever leave this place? I have orange juice and gluten-free waffles, and it's a beautiful start to the morning. We're headed back to LA, probably in like an hour or two, but I'm gonna enjoy this lovely morning with my mother, making me gluten-free waffles, delivering it to me with a full thing of maple syrup, as she knows I like. It smells really good. Let me try. Oh my god. Do you have a lot of these?
Yeah.
How many did you take?
I probably have at least another 6, 7 more.
My mom handed me this little bottle of maple syrup. It's for my wedding. We gave out maple syrup as wedding favors. Apparently she has a bunch of them. She must have taken a bunch. The funniest thing about our wedding favors being maple syrup is that a lot of people thought they were like whiskey nips for some reason. People were opening them and trying to drink them at the wedding reception and then being like really confused when it was just like not alcohol. I don't even know if we were like allowed to give out nips as favors. I don't know if the venue would have liked that. Anyway, there ended up with being a lot of maple syrup on the floor. Drunk people try the weirdest things, but I'm gonna put this on the next waffle and see if it tastes any better, because on the first waffle I put the store-bought syrup. On the next waffle, we'll see if it's over a year old, but I don't think it like gets better, doesn't it? No.
That's New Hampshire. This is, I think, Vermont.
If it's Vermont, but it's like mass produced. This I bought like from the sugar mill. All right, I haven't had the maple syrup from our wedding in like a year. Let's see how she does. I don't know if it's any different. Good. I just love maple syrup. Okay, I'm showered, I'm dressed. I'm just wearing sweatpants. Today I am actually 21 weeks pregnant, but I'm gonna wait until I get home so I can do the bump date with Mario tonight when he gets home from work. But it's exciting. Every Wednesday I turn another week pregnant. If you're like, what's on my head? Well, if you saw the vlog last week, you know that my mom went to a Indianapolis Muertos festival and got me this. Is it really going to your mom's house if you don't leave with a bunch of stuff that you didn't bring? I got the waffle that I didn't eat and more waffle mix in case I want to make my own waffles, she said, along with the rest of this maple syrup that I didn't eat. And then I guess my mom bought this ghost pepper queso, but my dad's afraid that it's going to be too hot. They haven't even opened it, but she doesn't know what to do with it because my dad doesn't want to eat it. So I get this now. And then also in the room, the guest room where I'm sleeping, my mom put a bunch of Halloween candy on my bed. So I saw this. She put Sour Patch Kids and Jelly Bellies for me and Ghost Peeps for Mario. So, you know, I can never leave my mom's house without stuff, but say Lovey, she's doing laundry, I think. My dad went golfing. It's probably loud behind me, so I'll move. Look at how cute these are, these skeleton wine glasses. They're from Crate & Barrel. I got those for my mom one year for Christmas, because if you thought that my need to decorate for Halloween was random or whatever, wait until you see what my mom's got going on. I wish it was nighttime so I could like really show you all of her decor in its true lit up glory, but this is just their living room. So anyway, if you're wondering where I inherited my incessant need to decorate for every holiday, look no further than my mother's house. Driving on up to Los Angeles. I'm here, I made it home, and let's pose for a thumbnail. It took me exactly 2 hours to get home. Actually, maybe a little bit less, an hour and 50 minutes, which is great. I'm hungry. I'm thinking I'm just gonna have chips and queso since my mom gave me that queso sauce. I think that might be lunch since I mentioned this a few vlogs ago, but I'm going to New Orleans in a few days, and obviously I've been in San Diego the last few days, so I didn't go to the grocery store, so there's not that much food in the house. But I do believe I do have tortilla chips. So chips and queso might be lunch. Holy fuck, this queso is hot. I've been eating it like with like the whole bag of chips. It's really hot. In the meantime, Big Mouth Season 7 came out, so I started watching that. But I'm like not really focusing on it because this queso is so hot. Okay, it's much later in the day, and I watched the entirety of the new season of Big Mouth.
Oh shit.
I took a nap, and then I watched half of a movie that I'm really thoroughly unenjoying called Old Dads. First of all, for this baby update, the hands and feet like exponentially bigger.
Oh yeah? Oh.
Look at how big his little hands are.
Yeah.
Remember when we could like barely see these?
The little pinpricks, yeah.
And now they're like huge. I don't know what this is, but the spawn is now about the size of a least weasel.
Least, like...
L-E-A-S-T. They're also the size of a baseball cap, which feels pretty fucking big.
You gotta feel bad if you're that weasel.
Yeah, I know.
You're the least of the weasels.
I know. They're also the size of something called a large brioche-tete. And finally, they're the size of a baby bok choy.
Bok choy. That's always a fun thing to say.
Okay.
What's a baby bok choy?
I guess.
A smaller one than a regular one?
I want my baby buck, baby buck, baby buck.
I want my baby buck, baby buck, baby buck. I want my
Chili's
baby
bok
bok
choy.
choy. I fucked up.
Mine was better.
All right, I'm 21 weeks pregnant. Moving into the second half of your pregnancy, baby is continuing to grow, and you'll probably notice that your appetite is too. No?
The empty.
I wish I still had my empty queso. Not this whole bag of chips that I nailed in one day.
I just wanted one raspberry Sour Patch.
I'm sorry, I'll go buy you some more. Spawn is about 10.5 inches long, the size of a bok choy, and baby bok choy.
Baby bok choy.
Actually, this just says the size of a bok choy. What is it?
Mixed messages, yeah.
And weighs between 1/4 and 3/4 of a pound. Your baby looks a lot like a miniature person.
Wait, what does he weigh?
Somewhere between 1/4 and 3/4 of a pound.
That's a lot of variation.
I know.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on if we got a little chonker or if we got a little, skinny boy. Well, with my genes and your genes, who knows? Could be a chonker, could be a skinny boy. Your baby looks a lot like a miniature person at this point, which is a huge growth when you think about how they were just a microscopic ball of cells merely 20 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Spawn's skin is still a little bit see-through. It has also developed wrinkles that will allow for internal expansion once their baby fat starts to set in.
Crazy that he's already wrinkled.
I know, just like his daddy.
Ouch.
They'll soon fill out into a cute, plump little thing. The baby fat is especially important for Spawn's development, both because the fats in their system will directly fuel their brain's development and because it helps baby regulate their temperature once they're born. The Spawn is also still producing meconium, the black tarry substance that makes up their first poop. I feel like it tells us that every week.
Yeah, that was actually the daily update today, was that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like obsessed with our baby's poop.
I know. I think he got any of that ghost pepper queso.
Sorry, baby. Just like the Spawn, you're growing too. If you've been experiencing backaches, those are probably going to persist, so do what you can to relieve the discomfort. Jesus Christ.
So, good luck.
You might have noticed, or be beginning to notice, dental symptoms like bleeding or sore gums, which is a perfectly natural side effect caused by your increased hormones. The increased blood flow happening throughout your body reaches everywhere, even your mouth, which can lead to sore and swollen gums, and also leave you more vulnerable than usual to infection right now. Also, all of this can cause sore or bleeding gums when you brush or floss. I have not experienced any of this. The best way to deal with this is to brush regularly with a soft bristled brush. There's nothing wrong with being extra gentle with your gums while they're particularly tender. You should also be sure to rinse your mouth out with clean water if you experience nausea and vomit. Serious gingivitis has been linked to preterm birth, so regular dental checkups. What the fuck?
Gingivitis is linked to preterm birth?
That's what it says.
That's
I haven't been dealing with any of this, but I mean, Jesus. So regular dental checkups can help you stay as healthy as possible. You're probably noticing that you're feeling super hungry these days, and it is important to eat enough. All of that growing that you and Spawn are doing calls for lots of good fuel. Do what you can to listen to your body and eat a range of nutritious foods that help you feel good. I feel like I eat 50-50 nutritious and not nutritious.
That's fair, though.
Anyway, that's the baby update. Good morning, it's the next day. I was about to just do a quick little outro and end this vlog, and then I looked at my calendar. Oh, Beethoven. And then I looked at my calendar and I realized this vlog actually goes up the day before Halloween. Halloween's on a Tuesday this year. I only post videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, like, this is gonna be my Halloween video, which is crazy because I shoot ahead of time, so. Halloween hasn't really happened yet. It hasn't really happened yet for you either. For you, it's tomorrow. I need to stop talking because the point is that I can't just end this video without showing you my Beethoven. I cannot end this video without showing you guys my Halloween costume. And you know what's crazy? Halloween is, for me, just a few days away, and I haven't even tried it on because I wanted to wait to be as pregnant as possible. I'm still afraid it's going to be a little bit too big, but I want to show you guys, and I want to try it on for myself. We don't really have any plans for Halloween. Tonight, we're doing something, which you guys will see in the next vlog with our friends, and then I'm going to New Orleans this weekend, but on Halloween, the day, we don't really have any plans. We'll probably just get into these costumes, take a couple of pictures, and call it a night. But I want to show you the costume. So, this might be a costume that some people don't get, but I've been waiting to do this costume since the day I took my positive pregnancy test. I have decided to dress up as Jenna from the hit Broadway musical, Waitress. Waitress is one of my favorite musicals. I would say it's probably my most listened to musical soundtrack. That's a tough one because I love musical theater and I listen to a lot of Broadway, but I just love this musical. I do think it's probably up there in terms of one of my most listened to musical soundtracks. Jenna is not necessarily the character that I would want to play. If I were in this musical, I actually feel like the character Dawn is one of my dream cast roles. Like, I don't really have the voice. I'm not like a very good singer. This is why I didn't like really pursue musical theater all that much. I did it when I was a kid. I used to be a really good dancer, not so much a really good singer. But I did do a little bit, and I just have a genuine love for the art. And if I could sing, I would love to be Dawn. Anyway, for those who aren't familiar and who are like, what the fuck is she talking about? Waitress is a musical. It was on Broadway. It's based off of a movie with Kerry Russell and Nathan Fillion, I think. I've never actually seen the movie with Kerry Russell. This is what the musical's about. It's about a waitress in the South who is in an abusive marriage. She gets pregnant unintentionally, and she kind of grapples with like the sort of mother that she's going to be for her daughter, and like how she's going to get out of her situation with her husband. And she kind of starts prepping. She's a really amazing baker. She's a waitress at a local diner. She starts prepping to enter a pie contest to get the money to escape her marriage. In the meantime, her and her OBGYN fall in love and have an affair. And and then there's like a lot of like her friends are all going through it, and it's just like a great story about like female friendship and motherhood and womanhood, and I just love it. And the soundtrack is really good. So if you're into musicals and you haven't listened to Waitress, I highly recommend giving it a listen. I don't think it's running anymore. Maybe it's touring, but I don't know that. But if you have a chance to go see it in a local theater production, go see it. In the meantime, she just wears like, here's a picture. So I'm gonna be Jenna, which is the main character because she's the pregnant one. Mario's gonna be the doctor, the OBGYN, who she has an affair with. So for Mario, I mean, really all he wears throughout the whole show is like a suit and a tie and a lab coat. So I just got Mario a lab coat, and I also got him a stethoscope. So he'll just wear a suit and tie with a lab coat and a stethoscope. Easy. But you know what? Whenever I wrangle Mario into couples costumes, it's nice to make it as easy as possible. He also loves this musical. Mario also loves musical theater. He was also a theater kid when he was younger. So I don't really have to force him into this. He also loves Waitress. But still, making his costume as easy as possible is the best possible thing. I feel like for the last couple of years, the way that I've done my costumes is just finding pieces that kind of look similar for cheap on Amazon. And that's what I did. So I have this blue dress that I found on Amazon. Felt like it looked a lot like their waitress uniforms. And then I have this like apron. And then I feel like I bought a name tag. It might be downstairs. Let me go check downstairs real quick. Yes, it was downstairs. You can order like custom like pretty nice name tags on Amazon. And so I got Jenna, Joe's Diner. That's the diner where they work. And let's put it all together and see if it works. Okay, I just put the dress on and it's really cute. I feel like it's giving exactly what I wish I was like a bit more pregnant. I mean, I am pregnant, but like I wish like this, maybe if I wear like a bra that like really cinches this in. I don't know. I think I could have maybe gotten one size down, but I ordered this a while ago and I had no idea how pregnant I would be come Halloween when I ordered this. So, okay. You know what it is that it fits me really well here, but it's just too big in the chest, which is like the story of my fucking life. Even now that I have bigger boobs than I've ever had before. So maybe for the pictures, I'll like pin it back here in the back. Looking at it now, I actually do look pregnant and I feel like it's so cute. And then, I mean, this I could just be dressed up as like any old waitress, right? So that's why we have the name tag. The day starts like the rest we've seen, another carbon copy of an old routine. Yeah. So anyway, obviously, I think I could probably iron this dress. And I will be doing my hair and makeup cuter because right now I quite literally have just woken up. But this is the Halloween costume. If you want to see it all fully done up with Mario as my sexy doctor lover, make sure you're following me on Instagram because I know 100% that I'm going to be posting pictures there. I'm really happy with this. I'm excited. This is I wanted to show you guys this because I've kind of been like waiting to show you guys this, and then I realized like, oh my god, Halloween for you guys is literally tomorrow. It'll be so irrelevant in my next video. But this is my costume and this is my baby, and I'm like, I'm really pregnant, and like I'm just, oh, I'm so happy. For those of you who don't give a fuck about musical theater, you're like, I don't get it. You're dressed like a waitress. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, I will end the vlog now. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me, hearing all about my baby update, and way more importantly, what are you guys dressing as for Halloween? Please tell me below, because Halloween is my favorite holiday and I love dressing up. It was by far my favorite part of being in a sorority back when I was young because we got to dress up for all the parties. I just love like creating costumes and getting all dressed up and doing the whole thing. So please let me know what you guys are bringing for Halloween this year, and happy Halloween! Next time I see you guys, it'll be November 1st. This year is going by so goddamn fast. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy Halloween.